Well, guys, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time to go to a car show. We're going to the first classic car show that I've ever been to, the Irondale Auto Classic, hosted by Classic Car Motoring. Actually, one of my favorite car companies around here. They're actually really cool. They got a whole bunch of classic cars and exotics. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what this car show brings out. Now, you guys have actually been liking a lot of my videos lately. I appreciate it, and it shows me that I'm doing something right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So let's head out. Got the Miata all poised and ready. Everything all mechanically good. AC works, which I'll definitely need it because that sun is absolutely diabolical. Well, we made it to the parking lot of the area. This isn't the actual show. I managed to find an NA to park right next to. There's some cool cars out here, the Z3. And I spotted a Pontiac Fiero, so let's go check that out. There's like a mini classic car show in the parking lot is its own. You know, technically the 996, well actually yeah, the 996 is a classic now. Yeah, my favorite 911, 996 Turbo, and this one's actually a manual, believe it or not. If I ever got rich, this would probably be my daily driver. I spotted this Fiero before I parked, and I'm telling you the truth, this is probably the nicest looking Fiero I've ever seen. Just look at that. It's a manual too. Wow. This is amazing. I have literally never seen a Fiero in this good of a condition. I don't even know if they're even in the auto show. They might even work at this building right here, but this thing is beautiful. This will be a great weekend car. All right, we're heading down to the show right now. It's pretty busy. All the cool cars up there has already been looked at. The rest of them's just Mustangs and trucks, so I don't really care about that. So hopefully we see something cool. Hey, that's pretty cool over here. I see a bunch of cool cars coming in. Not really a fan of having to walk across that highway. Oh yeah, they got some cool stuff over here. That Prelude has got my attention. This is actually one that lives in my neighborhood, or at least works at the Chick-fil-A next to where I live. I can finally check it out. Man, this thing still drives and it's got the 5-speed automatic. That's actually pretty rare. I know a long time I had one of these and I couldn't get it to work, unfortunately. I still want one day.
Yeah, get on by.
This is about the craziest S13 that I've ever seen before.
Racing for the kids. So stay hydrated. Got 50-50 tickets also over there. Also raffle.
Most of them around here are clapped.
Registration tent. You make your way over there and get them. And also, like I say, the winner based on the club participation trophy, which is a huge trophy. It's going to be based on donations from that club.
I wonder what's it got in it.
Make it enjoyable.
Kind of hope it's not a LS.
That's what it's all about. Donate for what the cause is for.
But man, this thing's crazy. This is an absolute rarity, an Excalibur. Actually, one of my Facebook friends were just talking about these things. And one shit post that I made on Facebook. So far, this auto show has actually been pretty cool. Now this was the type of stuff I was looking for. Chevrolet Camaro RS convertible. This would be something fun to drive during the weekend. I don't know why, but the 80s cars just have me on a freaking stranglehold, really. There's also a C4 right next to it as well. Oh, this is a 6-speed. Okay. That's awesome. This would actually be my next Corvette. Not a convertible, but I do want a LT 6-speed, LT1, mostly a LT4 if I can get one. Yeah, kind of makes me miss mine. Something that I did not expect, an entire section full of Isuzu Via Crosses. Now that is definitely interesting. I've only seen one, and I think that was at World of Wheels earlier this year. But here we are with three in 3 different colors. I don't like SUVs at all, but I do like the weird ones. These are kind of crazy. Looks like some storms are starting to pop up. We've actually had storms like pretty much every day until Friday. And I've been out there working in it. When was the last time you guys saw a Mercedes SLS AMG? I know it's been a long time since I saw one person. Man, I remember these things were so cool when I was a kid. And these have pretty much kept their value. Unlike the AMG GT. And meanwhile, I'm focused on this car. I didn't notice that this was a Porsche Boxster Spider, a 981. Now these were super cool growing up. I remember this being a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Now this is what I was hoping to see. Something like this. A Triumph Spitfire. I love the British sports cars. One of the reasons I like my Miata so much is because it's based off of them and it's a lot easier to own. Funny story, when I was younger, I was driving my Miata and I was putting gas in it. And an old man actually asked me, is that a Triumph Spitfire? No sir, it's a Mazda MX-5. That's when I really started to realize what the Miata was really going for. And I've gained much more respect for it. Because to me at first it was just more like a JDM car. And now I really do just view it more as like a European sports car. Just with Japanese guts. I spy my little eye, a 3rd gen Pontiac Trans Am. Looks like it's got a 305 for the carburetor. It looks like it's missing its oil filler cap, which is a Ferrari 296. I would love to have one of these, especially if it was a manual. It's crazy how 3rd gen F bodies cost more than the C4s. But I guess since these were more ragged on than the C4s, these are a lot rarer to find in good condition. But I would like one day. It looks like Magic City Octane's also sponsoring this as well. Lamborghini Orticon. Let's go inside and see what they got going on. Probably get some AC too, because it's hot out there. Wow. Bertone. McLaren 720. No, there's actually a lot of people in here. I've been here once. That was right before they closed. This is like the busiest I've ever seen it over here. It's G Series 911. I still can't tell what kind of car it is. I know it's a Bertone design vehicle. It might be a Lamborghini. I'm telling you the truth, I would love to work here. Man, if I was going to a different family, maybe. You ever seen a 720S in this color before? I've always seen that gold one. Oh man, look at that. I know this thing has to sound crazy with that exhaust. I've had this GT2 blow past me on the highway one day on the way to do an event for the Miata Club. But there was only 2 GT2 RSs around here. Turns out there's 3, at least to my knowledge. There's this camo one, there's a gray one that's outside, and this blue one that I see all the time. Well, if you guys wanted to see what the difference is between a GT40 and a 2005 GT, well, here you go. There's definitely some differences, but they really did a good job bringing the 60s into the 21st century. Because you really can't, like, a regular person probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two. Just look at that. Maserati MC20. Cello, since this is the convertible. There's a few people in my neighborhood driving these. I always thought they were cool. Unfortunately, the Maserati dealer nearby closed, so these guys are probably screwed unless they can find someone to work on it. But they're rich. They can probably find someone easy. Right next to a Ferrari 488. Well, y'all, I've had about enough as I can take from this car show. It was great. A whole bunch of cars I didn't expect to see. A whole bunch of nice classic 80s and 90s cars that I really wanted to see as well. Along with the 60s too. But I'm about to go hit up the antique store. I've been wanting to go there for a while, and I've kind of been procrastinating it for a long time, and I'm pretty much here. So I'm going to go over there and get out of this sun and leave before it starts to storm. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see some more. And I'll see you guys next time.